The dough is still sticky. See how it sticks to my fingers a whole bunch? So that means it's a little too moist. So I'm still working on the same amount of flour. I had a little bit left over. You can always use more or less. You put it on it, and then you just use your fingertips, fold it to just get more flour in there. So that 3.5 cups of flour is just about right amount, that last instruction in the recipe. Now once I get this sticky stuff off, like, see how the dough's no longer sticking to me? But yet it's not dry. You can actually feel it feels very moist. Now we're going to start kneading it. Dough test. Take my fingers. I had to rinse my hands of the sticky dough, but see how it doesn't stick anymore? But yet the dough is still moist. Kneading. All you do is, it's basically tearing the dough. So I go like this. Hold down one end, and then this hand like this. See how I'm tearing it? And it's a little sticky to my hand. There's nothing wrong just adding just a little bit more flour. So what I do is take my fists, I pull, and this hand I pull back. This hand, this hand. And I do it like, you know, roll by roll. And you can actually see how the dough is tearing. Then you fold it, no certain way, you just want to fold and tuck, keep this, oops, okay, now you can see that it's not sticking to my hands at all, and you just keep on doing this. This hand, that way, this hand pulls this way, and if the dough sticks like there, just add a little flour to it. You don't want to do too much. You don't want to dry it out while you're doing it. It's okay, it sticks to your hand a little bit. It's better to have a moist dough than a dry dough. So guess what? You get to do this for about 8 minutes. It's a lot of fun. That's why I have a big mixer, an electric table mixer that has a huge dough hook in it. It's not a food processor. I'm going to show you a picture of it later on. It does this in like 8 minutes, real easy. You don't have to do it. So one more last time. This hand pulls, this hand pulls. So you're actually tearing the dough, and you can see the little tears in it. That's a good thing. And this is really nice looking dough. Look how it's doing the layer thing. That's very good. See, it's not really sticking to my hand anymore. Fold it, kind of tuck it, put it back, and do it again for 8 minutes. Okay, I'm all through kneading it. Now, if the dough, while you're kneading it, doesn't stick to your fingers, but it may stick to here, you just sprinkle a little flour on it, put it down, and then just do it. That way it won't stick to your work surface. And then you pull, tear both hands outward towards you. And like I said before, see how it looks like it's in layer? You can actually see it tearing. You can see down various torn layers. That's a real good dough. So I'm all through with this. So what you do is you kind of roll it into a ball. Not roll it, work it into a ball. Work it into the ball and close up the end by pinching it. So what you're trying to do is make a round dough ball where it's pinched off so the yeast will rise. What you do is you take this ball and put it in the same bowl you mixed it. But first, take a little bit of vegetable oil or vegetable shortening, just a little bit. And what you're going to do is you just rub the bottom of the bowl and just take a little bit and rub the dough. You don't want to drench it. You can see, you can't even see it. And then what you're supposed to do is put it inside the bowl, turn it, then turn it over, and then you cover this. You see the size of the dough? Make sure you can see it. See that size? Okay. See the size of that dough? That's going to double, at least, if you did everything right. So I'm just going to cover it, and you got to put it in a warm spot. It's supposed to be like 80 degrees. It's kind of hard to do it. I usually put it up on the top shelves in the cabinet here. 80 to 85 degrees, no hotter. 80 degrees, 75 to 80 degrees. Got to let it set for like a good hour and 45 minutes. See you then. Okay, so it's been 1 hour and 45 minutes. And look at the dough here. It's supposed to double in size. I think it did more than double, but that's good. Now you have to punch this down gently, and you don't beat it. So you just take your two fists, one time. Okay? And then you pour it out of the bowl. It's going to take a little flour here. A little bit on my hands. And then kind of pull it. And it should dump out really nicely. Look at that bubble there. Oh, that's good. Okay, now we want to divide this. Don't want to punch it down anymore. Don't want to flatten it out. Divide this in about 2 equal halves. Yeah, close. Look at the bubbles. Nice. And then we're just going to cover it. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. I'm going to cover it for 10 minutes. And then we'll go ahead and roll it out, cut them, and put them together. While that's doing that, I just want to show you something. And on your nice little trays you got, okay, I'm going to show you how we lubricate them. Okay, you want to go get Pam. Okay, and make sure you get Pam, name brand. Pam, the original. They got butter flavor and olive oil flavor and who knows, they're probably strawberry flavor. Just get Pam, the original. And the reason why, the other sprays can leave a brown stain inside your cups. And Pam doesn't have that artificial ingredients that leaves that stain. So, and all you do is shake your Pam. Shake the Pam. Let's see if I can show you this. And just one 1 second shot. Just, ooh, ooh. Okay, now we just lubricated that. Okay, just. Okay, the other one. Just want to make sure you see this okay. Okay, about 1 second or so. There we go. Now they're all ready to go for the dough. Alright, so now we're going to take 1/2 the dough. I'm making like a little ball again, a little ball, pinching the bottom. And I'm going to just cover it with that cloth. And now this one here, we're going to roll out. Of course, I'm going to use a rolling pin here. We're going to roll it out in a rectangle, like this cutting board. Okay, and you start from the middle, go out to the sides. Middle, side, middle, middle to the side, middle to the side. Getting close, huh? Same way here. Middle to the side, middle to the side, middle. Okay. And we're going to try to keep it as much as a rectangle as it can be. Okay? Don't lose track of that, because I already have. And about 1/4 of an inch thick, 1/4 to 3/8 inch thick. Not that crucial, but you want to make sure you get it big enough. Seems kind of thick here, not so thick there. So I'm going to roll it like this. Trying to force some of that dough over here. Okay, so we want to roll this out sort of like a rectangle. It will not be perfect. It's going to be about 15 by 12. 15's here. And it's almost 17, but it's just an average. It's at least 15. Okay, and then by 12, and on this low part here to 12, the higher part, it's 13. That's okay, you know. So we got to do it, we have to cut this 3 horizontal slices. So it's about 12. 3 into 12 goes 4. So about every 4 inches, we want to make a horizontal cut. So there's 4, there's 8, and there's 12. And when you cut it, you got to put the knife in, and you probably have to use your fingers somehow and hold this dough here while you go like this. See how I'm kind of like sawing? Hold the dough, saw. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's a little hard. 15 by 12. This might be 16, this might be 13. That's okay. Doesn't have to be exact, but okay, now this worked out really nice. So now our length here is 15, and we have to divide that up into 5 cuts vertically. Okay, vertically. So it's going to be 5 into 15, even though it's 16. 5 into 15 is 3. So about every 3 inches. And just to let you know, like this piece now is a little over 16 inches. That's okay. About every 3 inches. So here's 3 inches. 6, 9, 12. Okay. So I'm going to go like that. Hold the dough in place. Saw it. About here. Hold the dough in place, saw, hold the dough, saw, hold the dough. Okay, about here, hold the dough, saw back and forth. This is nice dough. Now I used to go ahead and use about a 3-inch cookie cutter and cut 3-inch circles. But then you got to put the scraps back together, roll it out again, cut 3-inch circles, put the scraps back together, cut a couple more 3 inches. I just don't want to do that anymore, so I just cut it. Roll it once, cut it once, that's it. So you can see we got big pieces and little pieces. Nothing crucial here, but you really don't want 2 little pieces together, right? And you know, two big pieces. So you gotta kind of like, you know, gotta go with the flow here. Okay, take a big one and then a little one. Okay, and here's what you gotta do. You gotta overlay it. Half goes on here, half's gonna hang out. Okay, wrap it around. Pinch it, okay, then wrap this one around, pinch it, pinch the sides, because you're sealing the dough here. Now here's the trick. Then you kind of like take it like this, okay, you're going to make like a ball, right, and then see the stem here, this is the thing I said like a mushroom. This is a pretty big one here, probably too big. And I pinch the bottom. Okay, now we got the ball on top and we got kind of like a straight bottom, not crucial. And then we place it into one of the cups. That's a lot of dough there. Okay, so let's get another one here. 2 irregular pieces. Lay half of one over the other, bring that one around. See? Pinch these sides, pinch these sides. Take this, do that on top of it, pinch the sides. Okay, then do the mushroom, like this. Okay, there's a mushroom, or it's the top of the mushroom. And then pinch the bottom here, seal it together. Okay, just like that. They don't have to be that big on top. Put it in the container. So now I'm going to do all these here. Okay, so I came to a total of 15 of these. Here's 12 right here. I usually bake 2 trays at a time. So now we have to cover them. Now you can cover them with a saran wrap or a Glad wrap. Just want to cover the little trays. These things are going to hopefully raise twice the size. So they come up about 2/3 or 3/4 in the cup. Hopefully they'll be puffed up like that. So, or you can just cover it with a cloth napkin or a cloth dish towel. You got to put it in that warm place, 80 to 85 degrees, and let it set for, what was it, up to 45 minutes. So let's just say 45 minutes. See you then. Okay, it's been 40 minutes. Let's take a look. I had these in a different place. I just brought them over to the kitchen island so I could, ooh, look at that. Look at the ones below. Oh my Lord. See how puffy they got? Pretty good, huh? So now you take these, you put 2 trays in at a time, Watch these puppies. We want them very, very light brown, top center, edges may be white. We do not want golden brown. It's too dark, means they're overcooked. I'll show you. This took 8 to 9 minutes. So I just took them out of the oven. So what I do is I grab the rack, turn it upside down. It should spill right out. Let me do that again. Okay, just upside down, they spill out. And you can see, and you don't touch them right now because they're kind of soft. But you can see how the tops are just a light with around the sides still being white. See how it's still white there? That's the way you want it. In fact, there's a couple of these because the difference in sizes are actually too brown. But that's okay. I like this one right here. Ooh, that's going to be a good one. I let them cool down for 5 minutes without touching them. Then I gently picked them up and stood them on end. They're still very soft. They have to firm up yet. But it's kind of nice. They're anywhere from 3.5 to 4.5 inches tall. 3.5 to 4.5 inches tall. That's pretty good. So let them cool a good 20 minutes without touching them. So the initial 5 to 10 minutes when you dump them out on the counter and just let them lay there. And then stand them up straight. Yeah, I'm just going to say 15, a good 20 minutes. And then they'll be ready to eat. They'll taste better tomorrow. .400 degrees, middle rack. I put 2 trays in at a time. Watch these puppies. We want them very, very light brown, top center, edges may be white. We do not want golden brown.